Okay guys, so we just learnt Flipendo, now we get taken to a Flipendo challenge.
Hold down the mouse button to aim the Flipendo spell. Release the button to cast the spell. Try it on that barrel.
So, how to cast spells is like, you hold down the mouse button, you move it over the item you want to cast the spell at, and when a symbol comes up, that's when you can cast the spell. It's a nice little indication of knowing which spell you can cast on what. But Flipendo has other uses as well.
Cast your Flipendo spell at the switch on the wall to open the door. Flipendo affects all sorts of things, such as this cauldron.
Okay.
Knock it over, Mr. Potter.
So let's knock one of these legs off the cauldron, make it unstable, and it'll collapse. Don't think that's entirely what happens, but it sounds cooler, so whatever. The main aim of these challenges is to collect those challenge stars. The more you collect, the more house points you get. In this level I think there are about 8 total, so... pretty standard fare so far. Just going through the level, smashing everything in sight.
Well done. Now go on and collect your challenge stars. I'll meet you further on.
Okay. He says he'll meet us further on. They put some of these challenge stars in places where you can't avoid them, so you have to at least get some challenge stars. Well, hello, Nearly Headless Nick.
Hello, Harry Potter. I am Nearly Headless Nick.
It tells you about another useful thing in the game.
Now, this is a saved game book. When you touch it, your game will automatically be saved. The game will restart from this point if you faint. You can also load a saved game from the main menu. Goodbye.
So let's save our game. And you can also cast Flipendo on a vase if you really want a bean, or if you just want to make Filch's life a living hell. So throughout this challenge, really just, practicing hitting targets and smashing stuff. I'm not massively keen on how Harry kind of controls like a tank. Like, you can go forwards and backwards fine, but you gotta turn around. I usually find it better to use the directional pad in conjunction with scrolling the mouse, so he turns faster. Sometimes this turning can be a little too slow. Here's Quirrell again.
Cast your Flipendo spell on this block to knock it out of the way.
So we can push blocks, which we can then climb on. Flipendo! Smashy, smashy! Be careful, Harry, those shards could be deadly. Let's cross this chasm. What I recommend for these challenges is just really try and explore all the nooks and crannies of these levels, because, it's worth getting all the stars, and even if there's no challenge stars there, you can still get some nice goodies. Like up here, for example. If I'd have just gone on and gone through there, I'd have missed that challenge star. Okay, the blue and pink beans I'd be fine with, but I'm not having one of those red marked ones. Now, that hole down there with the blue sparkles, you don't want to go down there. Just, you know, suggested. This part you have to use moving blocks to cross this black abyss. When I was younger, I used to really struggle at this bit. Can't imagine how shite I must have been to struggle at this. I mean, it was a little hard for me at first, but all I can say is if I struggled at this, I'd have hated Mega Man back in the day. But like here, you can go and explore this place and be rewarded handsomely for it. Because of the weird like graphics, because that side is black, it blends in with the pit and it looks like it's just one flat plate. I always thought that was a bit weird. Ooh, creepy. But as you can see, there's a block there that's blocking the way. Oh, another challenge star and more beans. Yeah, again, that just looks like a flat plate. Yeah. Might as well jump to this block before activate. Oh. And one big jump. There we go. Now we're nearly at the end of the challenge. There's just one last obstacle standing in our way.
This is a gnome.
Yeah, when I think of gnomes, I instinctively think of those fat little Father Christmases with fishing rods. But that don't look like any gnome I've ever seen.
They move quickly and can be.
What they like to do is chase you and then, like, well, pester you apparently. They run to you really excited, but just have to knock them down. But they can be quite, you know, feisty, so don't take them too lightly, like, ooh, this one's chasing me. They're fast. And if they get you, they nick your beans. Rather rude. Oh well, I knocked them down. Now that's the 8th challenge star. So they just look so sorry sights when they're knocked down.
Congratulations, Mr. Potter. You completed the challenge.
Yep, and I got all the challenge stars.
20 points for Gryffindor. Now, hurry on to
So it's broomstick practice next, is it?
Back in their Gryffindor common room, Harry, Ron and Hermione talked about their exciting first days at Hogwarts. There was much talk about the break-in at Gringotts.
Yeah, they just sort of blandly mentioned that, like, Gringotts got broken into, but yeah, whatever.
His friends were expected at their flying lesson with Madame Hooch.
So that's a flying lesson. So what's this involve?
I am your instructor, Madam Hooch. For your first lesson, you will fly through...
Flying through rings? Oh no, you don't mean...
Control your broom.
Don't worry, it's not that
please.
bad. This
Speed
thing
up and
actually
slow down
controls
keys
better.
adjust your flight speed. Ready, Potter? On my whistle, then.
So basically you have to get through 82 rings in the allotted time. And flying's pretty simple.
Well done, Mr.
But you have to go through every ring in order, so like if you miss the ring you have no choice but to turn around and get it again. These rings are smaller, so a little tougher. When I get like a long straight run, I like to just speed up, because you might as well. And personally I prefer to invert the y-axes, so up goes down and down goes up. It's just what I'm used to.
These rings should challenge you.
Should, but ain't going to. Because I'm Harry fucking Potter.
Talent for this.
Boy who live, motherfucker. Go up. Nearly finished with these rings. After this, there's one last type of ring.
Let's try it with
Moving rings. They don't really move that much, so it's not much different. I've only run about half the timer and I'm nearly done, so shows how good I am on the broom. Because I've got so much time to spare, why not take a little bit of a detour? Hello, wizard card. Yeah, I bet you'd never expect to get a wizard card in a flying lesson. Like, see, I missed that one ring, but I can turn around and get it again. Didn't waste too much time, and I'm surely going to beat them all. There we go.
A perfect score. 20 points for Gryffindor.
Unintentional rhyming.
I also congratulate you for being the first student to find the secret room since 1867.
Well, yeah,
From
not
now
bad,
on,
eh?
you may practice flying at any time. You will find the option on the main menu. Time for your charms lesson.
Okay, so the
now.
next part I'm going to show you the charms lesson, but from now, I'll see you then.